Group of Geeks.
Okay, my name is Darren Pearce. I'm one half of the creative team behind Elena Divinity Rising, of which issue 1 has just been released.
Excellent. And, so, can I ask you what got you interested in comics? Where did it all begin?
Well, as a kid, I think I probably most enjoyed reading a comic called Warlord, which some of our older listeners may remember. I think as a writer, I found that the format was easy to engage in and fitted very well with what I was writing at the time.
Excellent. And so that was where that's where your love of comics grew then, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I was never really a great comic reader, through my teens and beyond, but I'd always recognized the format as a terrifically good format to get across the story. And, I'm a big fan of things like, the Batman movies. And, you can see a lot of the stylizations that come out of the comics into the films and into the TV shows. And I felt this was the best format for me.
Oh, excellent. And to start with, then, we better describe to the viewers who haven't read your comic what it's all about.
Well, Elena Divinity Rising, I think, has been described as a combination of Bourne and Bond. It's very much a spy thriller set against the backdrop of what will become a family war as well in many respects. And at its heart, and I've said it many times, there is a good versus evil side to this as well. So it's got a bit of everything. We look at Eleanor as very much an empowered character, not a sort of a superpowered or a superhero. She can't fly or anything like that. But what she has, she's very unique in what she does. Excellent.
And what made you pick to use a female character? Was that out of choice, or was that just the way it went? Or
it kind of felt right when I was putting the character together. And bear in mind, the character I was working on this about 2.5 years ago. I think, when Stu and I got together, and Stu's background's a lot more sort of comic orientated, having worked for companies like Marvel. He felt that it was a good fit as well, both for the character with her abilities and also how the story worked as well. And we felt that emotionally it was stronger in the way that, and you'll see this as the issues develop, it's a stronger emotional pull, I think, with the female character.
Oh, right, excellent. Was it difficult, obviously, getting your comic? Is this your first comic you've created, is it?
Yes.
This is your first one. And how did you find sort of getting it off the ground and getting it released? What was your first steps?
Well, we were very lucky. We've got a small little independent publisher called Marcosia. I went to them, having met Stu. Stu and I had a long chat about this and said to them, look, this is what we're working on. Would you be interested? They said they would be. They want to see, obviously, some of the drafts. And we were very lucky. They said, yep, we want to publish this. And unfortunately, they've taken that aspect of it off our shoulders, in as much that they do everything, they arrange everything with Comixology, get everything up on the website. Our pure focus has been on writing and also, in fairness, talking to people like yourself and doing interviews.
Excellent. So just sort of spreading the word. You found everyone's sort of been on board and helped?
The reaction's blown me away.
Yes, it's taken off. I keep seeing it everywhere.
I know. I have to say, I do draw breath and kind of want to pinch myself, really, because, when you sit in a dark room and you write these things and you think, this is really good, you sort of step out there into the real world and you think, crikey, is it good? And the reaction we've had has been mind-blowing. And, great, big thanks to everyone, including yourselves, for supporting us.
No, that's an absolute pleasure. I enjoyed reading it. Obviously, you sent me through the proof, and it was a very enjoyable read. So that's why I sort of carried on and kept advertising you and helped spreading the word to try and get it to as many people as possible.
That's great.
Obviously, you touched on that your publishers got you onto Comixology, so you didn't have to go through any of that procedure then with Comixology. Your publishers done all that.
Yes, I mean, thankfully they did all that, and again allowed us to focus purely on getting the thing ready.
Yeah. And what do you normally read? Do you read many comics, or you books, or you graphic novels, or?
For me, I'm not the world's biggest reader. I love a bit of George Orwell, 1984, for example, Down and Out in London and Paris. I'm a big film man, to be fair. Particular favourites include people like Stanley Kubrick. I think films like A Clockwork Orange are seminal, and perhaps that's where part of my inspiration comes from, is that visualization of that book is quite stunning, really.
Yeah. Oh, so you're not really a big comic reader, just more of a writer then?
Yes, I know, which is probably ironic. I think for me, comics became the format of choice because it suited what I was writing. There's no way that you could convey what Stuart's done visually with words. It was just too big a job. And of course, when we met, in his background with Kronos Commandos and all his work, it just fitted like a glove.
Oh, that's good. So it was all come together just right then in the end, really.
Yeah,
And
very very lucky.
And do you attend many comic conventions?
We will be. We our focus has been on getting this thing out, and we are literally on issue 2 as we speak. We hope to get out there next year. I would like to personally go out there with the whole of the series done and with the actual hard copy, but that may take until perhaps third, maybe even fourth quarter next year.
Yes.
But it is in the plans. We are regularly in contact with them via Twitter, and they have been extremely supportive, to be fair. So yeah, I think they know we're here, and we certainly know they're there, and we definitely want to get out there.
Excellent. So we look forward to hopefully seeing you at some conventions in the near future.
Yes. Oh, for sure, without any shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
Excellent. Just the job. Well, I think that's about covered my questions. I'll say it's only going to be sort of a quick, brief thing, just a video so people can meet, obviously, or see you and see the face behind. And is there anything else you wanted to put across?
Not really. I mean, we're on issue 2, and I can promise there are going to be some surprises. We've also got we're going to launch another competition, actually, which I think is going to be very, very special. And I mean, I can talk about it now if you want.
Yes, yeah, please do. Yeah.
We're going to give the opportunity for 2 people to star in background roles within a couple of the panels of issue 2. I don't think this has ever been done before, but it may have been. But the idea is to get a couple of fans into one of the scenes. I can't say what the scenes are because that'll give away what the issue is.
Yeah.
But they will get a little line in there as well.
Oh,
so they'll have their face comicked by our friend Stu, and they'll be in issue 2.
Oh, that's brilliant! And what do they have to do to enter this competition?
We'll host some stuff on Twitter. We'll probably come to the likes of yourselves just to sort of promote it and have a chat with people, or advise people that it's going on, and then there'll probably just be a draw. To be fair, nothing major, but we thought it's been such an overwhelming reaction that it'd be great to have a couple of fans in there, and I'm sure they'll be pretty pleased as well.
No, excellent. I'll be sure to enter that then. Get myself in the next one.
Absolutely. Well, we've been doing the free prints, and they've gone down extraordinarily well. So no, for sure.
Oh, which is the job. Well done. That's about it then. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me on.
Nice to meet you, and we'll hopefully speak to you soon.
Definitely, anytime.
Just a job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Troop of Geeks.